The Cronulla Sharks versus Parramatta Eels will kick off the 2025 Magic Round, and I'm going to tell you why you need to watch out for the Eels in this one. But first, if you're enjoying our tips, predictions, don't forget subscribe to the channel and write something in the comments and chat with us during the weekend. Now, let's get into it. Parramatta. You're only as good as your last performance, and their last performance was an absolute cracker. The return of Mitch Moses obviously made the world of difference for the Parramatta Eels. The Eels halfback, look, he had 4 try assists and 3 line break assists in his return and led the Eels to victory over the West Tigers back in round 7, I believe, because they had the bye last week. So they come into this game fresh as up against a Cronulla side that is struggling for confidence. They played Wests in round 8 and lost in Golden Point 22-18. Look, I'm a little bit worried about the Sharks. Was all over them at the start of the year, but they are underdone. They're struggling in attack more than anything else. They just don't have the creativity attacking the opposition line. Look, they rank in the top 3 in run meters, in territory, and tackles inside their opposition 20 meters. But in the last 5 matches, they've actually ranked 10th in points scored. So they're struggling at the moment, and coming up against Parramatta with Mitch Moses and his kicking game, they're gonna see them struggle to get chances. We know Moses' kicking game is New South Wales caliber, and he is going to work on pinning the Sharks back in their own territory so they don't get all these chances they need to score tries. So getting 5.5 points for Parramatta as the underdog is the play in this game. Look, and I'm also even going to scarily back the Eels defense to hold Cronulla under 26.5 points. Look, I just don't see them getting enough chances, like I said. So 26.5 points is a very significant score. And if Para are going to cover, they're going to need to hold Cronulla under that total. When it comes to try scorers, I'm backing Dylan Brown. With Mitch Moses in the squad, Dylan Brown's running game went absolutely off last week. I believe it was around like 165 meters he ran with only 1 line break in there. So he's going to be running at the line, and the Sharks have let in 3 tries in their last 3 games to opposing halves. So get on the good odds for Dylan Brown. There are your 3 tips for Sharks versus Eels in Magic Round. Now just remember, gamble responsibly and happy punting.